Bonjour, mon frères. Ça va?
Oh.
Por qué?
Okay. You answer me in Spanish after I spoke to you in Francais.
Yeah.
And replied to me in Japanese.
Hi.
Then replied to me in Chinese.
No, I was saying hi.
Yeah. Oh, you just replied to me in English.
Yeah, I wasn't replying.
like,
I was just saying hi.
I heard hi.
Hi.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Ymbangium podcast where we talk about stuff on the internet. I think that's the best description I've ever given this podcast. Thank you. This is going to be the last
Podcast ever?
No. No, it's not going to be the last podcast ever. It's going to be the last podcast in this format. As then in 2 weeks from now, the format's going to change, and we're just going to have it a little bit more regimented than what we have it right now. Like, for example, looking at our Facebook pages and see what we shared.
Is there another way?
There is no other way. There's no other alternative. Alternative, no? Oh, you don't remember that one? Okay, never mind.
Oh, I know.
I don't.
No, you don't. It's all right. You don't have to know. Well, it's been a really interesting last 2 weeks, I think. First off, we'll talk about Hyperloop, our favorite
Human being.
Mr. Elon Musk, or Tony Stark for short. There's some talks about having Hyperloop from Montreal to Toronto, and apparently from Calgary to Edmonton. It can be a half an hour travel from each city.
Is this actual talks from Elon himself?
I don't know if it is. I think it's all just speculation right now on where he wants to put the pilot projects to it.
Is it underground or over in the air?
I think it's going to be in the air, and probably where the highway is going to be, so they don't have to go through all that land arguments and stuff like that. It would be nice if it was above the highway, right? So you can see the Hyperloop capsules zinging by. That's how they sound.
Is it going to be capsules or is it going to be trains?
It might be a train, or maybe 2 compartments for 4 or 5 people. You don't know. I don't even know how futuristic they've actually gotten the Hyperloop situation is, but
Well, it's weird that it's going to be 30 minutes because Calgary and Edmonton is not the same distance as Montreal and Toronto.
mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
They're gonna
it's
make
about double the time.
They're probably
between
gonna
Montreal
they're
and Toronto.
probably gonna shoot it. We're probably gonna get shafted, and it'll be 35 minutes, and they get 30 minutes. You never know.
No, I'm saying
Such a waste.
A lot. It's the distance is further.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense to be the
How-
same
how
amount
would
of
it
time.
be shorter, or even the same amount of time?
It could be. They could probably make it just that much as the crow flies for Ontario to Montreal. Because Alberta is, people have been trying to get that speed train the bullet train between Calgary and Edmonton for the longest time, for an hour, right? And if you think about the reason why that didn't happen is because all of the farmers don't want that on their land, right? Whereas you're going through metropolises from Toronto to Montreal, and they could probably do as the crow flies instead of going over the highways and all that fun stuff, right?
I still don't understand.
Yeah. Either way, it's gonna be something that we're gonna. Who cares about the time? How long it's gonna take? It's gonna be pretty good if we actually have another mode of transportation other than car to get to Edmonton. People can actually
Why
commute.
would you want to get to
Yeah.
Edmonton though?
What? Because Edmonton is our capital, and there's a lot of people who work and live in Edmonton, and there's a lot of people who work and live in Calgary, and some people would rather choose that than drive. Flying is super expensive too, by the way.
Well, would the Hyperloop be as expensive.
Any mode of transportation in Canada is expensive.
Yeah, but with the Hyperloop, it's going to change that.
I don't think
Right.
so.
Think so?
I think
I don't
it's gonna,
think so.
I
If
think
it's-
it's going to change the.
Okay.
We'll see in 25
thinking-
years when it's ready.
I'm thinking these capsules, right? You said like 4 or 5 people. It'll
Mhm.
hold. They're
Like
how
they're-
many capsules will they be sending like per?
Like at once every 10 minutes, probably.
So like
So 5 people or
every 10 minutes.
50 people an hour.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem.
it doesn't
Back and
sound
forth, so 100
efficient
people.
to me.
If it's going to be a train, then it's going to be a train.
And it also doesn't sound like it's going to recoup any costs if they're charging a cheaper cost.
If it's going to be all powered by solar,
Well, they have to get to that point.
yeah,
How much in Calgary is powered by solar?
25% of it. Did you know that?
No.
Exactly.
Wow.
What
25%
what part is
25% of
25%
Calgary.
of it?
25% of Calgary is being powered. The north part, this whole area, is powered by the wind farms that are up near Balzac and all that stuff.
There are wind farms in Balzac.
Yeah, you haven't seen the those
No, I
things up
have
there.
not.
Have you seen
I
them?
have
You
not.
live up in here, so no. I
No,
haven't
you haven't.
seen
You
them.
don't drive up there, but we are powered by 25% of Calgary's power is being done by wind power, wind energy.
So we can run out of wind, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, when the Earth stops moving.
No,
Right? 'Cause that's how- when the
That's
Earth
why-
stops
that's why they're
rotating.
they're-
that's
they're
when
when the
the
doing
wind
trees when the
stops.
trees stop blowing.
they're
Yeah, it's the trees generate the wind.
they've been decommissioning some of the solar power, the wind turbines.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've been
Cool.
they've been around for nearly 30 plus years. Power.
Is that why I see $40 administration fees on my electricity bill?
No, you see $40 administration fees because they have to pay people and they have to pay the CEOs. That's not why there's the $40 is there.
God, Darren, when you like become full adult and you have to pay like bills to get your power, and you see that, oh, my water only actually costs $10 this month, and my electricity only cost me $15. Why do I have a $50 bill? There you go.
Well, that's something that
$35 of that is going to the CEO's pocket, and
That's
then
a-
like 5 cents of it is going to
Goes-
the worker.
sounds like Ontario, where they're having a really bad time for energy
What?
there.
I wonder what kind of government runs Ontario.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Ontario is the one who's going to be. They've been just screwed. Did you hear about that, Darian?
I did not.
No. The fun part about Ontario is that it costs more to heat your house and to power it than it costs to live
Fill-
in it.
Then it costs to fill your car with gas.
Yeah.
People are running into like actual problems of trying to pay electricity bills.
Yeah, they're working a second job just to pay their
Wow.
electricity bill.
Yeah.
So, holy crap.
You know
So
that
what's-
that commercial where they're like you choose between having a house over your head or food on your table? That's basically what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Except it's lighting your house and keeping it warm
Yeah.
or putting food on your table.
How is that going to be solved?
By not paying
By people
politicians
listening-
$125,000
by
a year.
people listening to
That would
this
be great.
podcast. Actually, I had this discussion with one of my coworkers, and I asked, so why do they make so much money? Well, there's a reason why you don't want politicians to get paid less than what they're getting paid right now, is because they can be easily corrupted by somebody who has more money to sway them to vote
But
a certain
that's where
way.
anti-corruption laws come in,
Yeah, but
which
it's,
we have.
Yeah,
we have
we-
instated.
yeah, we do have anti-corruption laws, but you put somebody down from $125,000 to, let's say, $80,000.
Yeah, why
Right,
not?
and then a CEO comes around and knows that you're an MP that can sway the vote between left or right.
Yeah, and
right?
it's illegal.
And it doesn't matter what he does, whether he can be tracked or not. He can easily sway that person with just any sort of gift somehow or another. Or he finds something about you, and that's why the anti-corruption laws are there. One, and that's why they get paid so much. That's another, is to sway from that type of corruption. Right?
So, Darian, the plan is get a government job, not just any government job. You want to be like at most or at least, what's the like alderman? I guess alderman's one of them. I don't know. The base ones that
alderman is in the city level.
Yeah, that's fine. City level, you still get paid like $110,000 a year, plus bonuses, plus how well you're like.
So you've already planned this out for yourself.
I'm not.
You should go and be one.
It's too dirty for me.
There you go. So why do they have anti-corruption laws if it's too dirty for you?
No, I'm not talking about that. If you work in the government for like 25 years and then you retire, you get like 8% every year that you got paid as your severance bonus or whatever.
Yeah.
So there are people that have been there for 35 years and then when they leave or quit, I guess they don't quit, they retire, they get paid like $17 million because they were in the, even though they got paid $115,000 every year for those 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
why isn't everyone a politician?
And
right?
then they get taxed on that too, right?
Remember that one chick?
Am I right?
Who's that one chick with the
all that money they
weed,
made?
The weed leaf lady, and she was like 24 or something like that, straight out of Mount Royal College. She was, and then she had like she was flipping the finger to the flag and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's NDP.
You know how much she was getting paid? She was getting paid $105,000 a year.
Yeah.
And it's just like all these people in Calgary, because they have to like go up to Edmonton every week, they get this like $10,000 monthly bonus so that they can rent a place up in Edmonton, so that they don't have to like always have to move back and forth all the time. So yeah, you're in the wrong profession, man.
We're all in the wrong profession if we're going to be doing that. If you're going to talk about it that way. If you want to be part of that, there's a lot of work and to serve there
I don't know
the country as well. Daryl.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? You don't see the value of our government?
I see the value of our government. I don't see the value of those people that all they do is take questions from the public, and they get paid $110,000 a year. Like why not give them a telecom job? Have them sit in front of a phone and get paid $12 an hour.
I think there's a little bit more to it than that.
No, I don't think it is.
Really? Okay, we need to get somebody on here to
to
tell us what those people actually do, because we don't have the time to actually figure out.
Because I'll just keep interrupting.
That doesn't make any sense. Are you okay? Something wrong? What? Why so bitter against these people?
Because the people in Ontario, man.
Yeah, I'm speaking for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I'm setting up my platform.
Anyways, well, apparently in the same vein we're going to talk about, Steam is going to be hosting anime.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the war in Syria. But
no. I don't think. I think we'll stay away from that one just because of that. So I hear they're going to be hosting Steam. Anime is going to be hosted on Steam, and
so Crunchyroll and Steam partnered up. Is that what you call it? Yeah, they partnered up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So to distribute,
to basically, you know how iTunes sells TV shows and seasons and movies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchyroll is using Steam to distribute
movies
digital content. Yeah.
Yeah. Not just their streaming service, but their digital content.
Yeah.
So we'll have access to movies and stuff like that for download.
Well, yeah, you have to pay, right?
Yeah.
Like iTunes.
Yeah, just
digital.
like iTunes and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. They're going to end up doing much more business that way.
Actually, apparently there is no download version. You only stream what you buy.
Oh, back to that again, aren't we? Damn it.
But yeah, no. So when it was first announced, it was like, what day is it today? Is it the 10th?
Yeah.
It's the 9th.
The 9th.
Okay.
Tomorrow's the 10th.
It was on like April 1st or something.
And then they thought it was a April Fool's joke.
No, but yeah, they had a giant sale. It was like everything was 50% off.
On Steam or on Crunchyroll?
On Steam, like the anime and stuff. And they also had like anime related games on sale. That's where I bought Tales of Symphonia.
Oh.
But yeah, so you could have like ReZero, was $8 for the whole 26 episodes.
And you can stream it anytime you want.
Yeah.
Is this because that they're going to be removing some of the anime that they host on the streaming site, or
that'll happen eventually, depending on which series they find are worth keeping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if there's going to be an anime that was put out in 2000, let's say it's 2015, and 5 years from now in 2020, they just don't want to host that file anymore, right? And they might as well just host it where if you want access to it, you need to pay. There's a paywall towards it, right? That's a pretty ingenious thing to do, because they have to pay for bandwidth, don't they? Right?
Yeah.
So considering that if someone's going to pay $8 and you can stream that anytime you want, or is that $8 for the year?
No.
So it's unlimited.
You want.
Like from that point on.
Yeah, it's digital content you own. You just can't download. Just screen capture. You license it, right?
That's pretty good. No, I think that's going to be. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. Feels like I want to own it.
Yeah,
you own the rights, right?
What's the difference between that and like having a Netflix account?
Yeah, or
that's true.
Like previously stated, renting and owning a house.
Yeah, renting and owning. Yeah. No, makes sense. Well, you technically own it now. If you're spending $8, right? You own it. Until Steam and Crunchyroll go out of business.
Oh, jeez, there it goes.
Yeah, when they fall like Apple.
When they fall like Apple.
Yeah.
And Google Play and Google Play Music.
Well, I mean, every time Kuya's like, "Oh yeah, you bought that on Steam. What happens when Steam disappears? It's not going to disappear." And we had this conversation 5 years ago.
Yeah. No, that was like 10 years.
10 years ago.
Yeah, but even some people thought that Blockbuster would never disappear.
No,
right?
When Netflix came out, Netflix came out and people were like, Blockbuster needs to like get on their stuff, because Netflix existed as a mail-in rental service, and then they came out with a streaming service afterwards, and they were like, "This is the best thing ever." And we gained access to Netflix like 3 years after it was released in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And how about HMV?
Same thing with Future Shop.
We were talking. Darren and I were talking about HMV. We're going.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was literally the next day. They said HMV's shutting down across all of Canada. I'm like, what? I just said, wow, Darren, this HMV is really. Hopefully, they stay around because they're really changing it.
Yeah.
Nope, they're shutting down.
Yep.
But
so where are people going to get their physical media now?
It's all online.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, as in like they're gonna buy it
and then have
for
it
physical
mailed.
media and have it mailed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon is doing what it did to bookstores, but bookstores are still around. So
bookstores.
Yeah, they have the Amazon bookstore, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
the Kindle store.
That's how Amazon started. Amazon only sold books.
Yeah.
No, but now they have a physical Kindle store, right?
Yeah, no, they don't have a physical.
Yeah,
Kindle
they do.
store.
You bring your Kindle in and you tap, and then you buy. That's how you buy your books on Kindle.
No, that has to be April Fool's.
No, it's a physical Kindle. No, I think that's a pretty good way
it's just ebooks. That's all I'm finding here. Online shopping, Kindle stores.
Did you know that you can self-publish a book if you wanted to on Kindle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that on iBooks too.
You do that on iBooks too?
Yeah.
I'm writing this story about a boy, right? He has both of his parents died, right?
And
he's training in this school to become a ninja, and he wants to be the greatest ninja of all time.
Sasuke.
Oh, Sasuke. No, Naruto.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Sasuke at least has a brother. God dang it.
Yeah. At least he has a brother that's still alive. So Boruto. Did you?
Yeah, Boruto.
Boruto. What's his real name?
Bort.
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 It's like it reminds me of
My name is Bort.
the Simpsons episode where Bart's looking for. It's like, how come there's no Bart and all these Borts? Who's named Bort? My name is Bort. Bort, come here.
My son's name is Bort.
Oh man.
So yeah,
So is it worth taking the time to watch first episode, Darian? What do you think? First impressions.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So is it the same thing over and over? Is it the same story? Is Naruto? Like,
I mean,
he took in
they start
a
with
nine-tailed fox.
They start with the ending, right?
They Quentin Tarantino did.
Yeah. And I guess based on whether you like that idea or not, you can decide.
Oh, what other anime have we seen where the ending was shown first? Chobits?
Kimi no Nawa.
Kimi no Nawa. Yeah.
No, but that was actually the beginning.
At the end. The beginning was at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, the beginning was...
The end wasn't at the beginning.
No. So the beginning was at the... The beginning was at the beginning, and the end was... No, the beginning was also at the end.
So here,
it's still confusing, so it doesn't matter.
So you're talking about Your Name or Kimi no Nawa. We've talked about this in the previous podcast. We've finally seen it on
the big screen.
in the big screen in the theaters,
high definition, without any like watermarks over anything,
which still doesn't matter. It's still an amazing movie, however you watch it.
Yeah, it's great.
And
I started listening to the
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Gum Band, Radwimps.
Radwimps.
Yeah, that's right.
So
did you know the Radwimps they did the English thing
version too?
Yeah,
good.
That was them.
Yeah,
because the studio was just like, you're gonna make an English version. They're like, okay.
They're like, we don't know how to speak English in Japanese. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
What the hell?
How do you say that?
They're like, watashi tachi ega o
English.
itte imasen, I think.
Domo arigato.
Yeah. Something like that.
It's like, ega o nai.
Ego hanashimasen.
There you go. English, no.
Yeah. No, we don't speak English.
No, okay. It's going to be... it's amazing that they actually pulled that off, because when I was listening to
English soundtrack.
Their English soundtrack was very...
English.
No,
American.
Like, no, was very
not Japanese.
Not Japanese, that it sounded like, why is this guy sound so bad speaking English, singing? You know how some Japanese songs feel, or Japanese songs that get translated into English?
What, like I was made to hit in America?
No, see, that's fine, because you could tell that was a Japanese person singing in English. Mm-hmm. But if you watched the Beck Mongolian Chop Squad English dub, and you hear them singing to a Japanese written song, it just doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Like your ears just kind of like, maybe, sure, why not? That's kind of how it was, and I'm just like, oh, but it's actually the real singer and the real writer of this song singing in English, which adds a whole new dimension to.
I mean, it's pretty common for like actual Japanese bands that have
English version
songs.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
So
I know Boa. She sings in like 4 languages.
Right.
Korean, Chinese.
Korean?
Yeah, she's Korean, but she was big in Japan and big in China.
Is she still?
And she sings in English too. She's still around. She's basically like the godmother of hip hop kind of thing for South Korea, apparently, or dance. Basically, she.
How old is she now?
When I was 17, she was 15. Yeah, so she's like 30 now, and she's basically one of the biggest stars, J-pop stars out there. She sings in Japanese, Chinese, and Korean,
and
English, yeah. And she's tried to make it in the States. She tried to make it in America, if you will.
She was trying to make a hit in America.
make a hit in America. And yeah, I think it was amazing. Actually, the ending to Kimi no Nawa, when the credits started rolling and the final title opened or showed on the screen, I was like, yes. I was like, woo! woo, like little tap on my thigh. And then all of a sudden, full out clapping. I'm like, oh, I guess this is how it's gonna be. So,
Yeah.
everyone
That's what you get for
loved
driving through weeb country.
it. Weeb country. Those weeaboos are no. There were like, it was a whole mixed crowd. There was not just people weren't dressed like
there
that.
were some questionable internet people there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I've never experienced that in a very long time. And Darian was the last time you saw it.
Last time I experienced an
End of
in
Harry
theater
Potter, right?
applause. No, Star Wars Episode 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine didn't. Did we watch in the same?
No, I watched it with my friends.
Mine
But
was
it was at the start of Episode 7.
the start
I
or
can't
the
remember
end?
if it happened at the end.
No,
It
no,
might have
start or
happened
the end.
Probably both, honestly.
Okay, because for Harry Potter, there's always people going like, "Woo!" at the beginning. Every time a new Harry Potter came out, people were clapping, and then they would clap at the end too.
Yeah, right.
But I haven't seen actually the laughter and the
It's a funny movie. There are
Harry
funny
Potter?
parts. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about Kimi no Na.
No, Kimi no Na. So here's the question about that whole series of events. Was she actually stuck in a loop?
Yes, it's a paradox.
So she was looping until he finally figured it out, right? So she kept dying until he figured it. Like it wasn't just like one chance for him to figure it out. Technically, she was stuck in a loop. She kept dying over and over again until he got
the extra chance.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
By the way.
Spoiler alert.
He got the extra chance.
He got the extra chance.
Because it had already happened when he
no.
was realizing what was going on.
Yeah.
It's one of those one-time loops.
Yeah.
It's a one-time loop?
Yeah.
And then he was able to hit the reset button on the last day
Just
by drinking her spit.
Yeah.
it's
an indirect kiss.
Indirect kiss.
Masubi or whatever it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the action.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Shrine
Action
Maiden.
or the god or something like that. I don't know.
But yeah, so she hands the
Oh, like that?
thread. Yeah. To him. She'd already experienced the loops, but the loops hadn't actually started
Until he...
for him.
For him. He didn't really...
So technically...
She's a time traveler.
Yeah. Well,
Because
no, it's all just a paradox.
it happened for her because she was able to go in the future 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped.
But no,
just like
but the
he said.
reason that he was able to like switch with her was because he had the band.
Yeah.
That's why it's the paradox.
Because she wouldn't have been... If she didn't give him that band...
He wouldn't have been connected. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That was the... I thought it was looking up into the sky.
No.
Everybody
Because at that point he already had she had already given him
the day before.
the thing. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, because she was like, why'd
Gonna
you
go
go
to
to Tokyo
Tokyo.
all of a sudden?
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was lucky for him. And lucky for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as if someone wrote this story.
Yeah.
And
1200 years
this
ago.
story is reminiscent of what movie?
Of The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
Except they're tied to letters. No, sorry, they're tied to a mailbox
A mailbox somehow.
at the end of the street.
Oh, man. Gotta love it.
Is there
I haven't seen that.
No,
It's okay.
don't watch it.
It's a romantic movie.
just
Is it
watch-
as good as
just-
Kimi no-
Just watch Kimi no Na wa and
Okay.
that's all.
You don't have to watch
Your name.
because-
Just watch your name and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Just watch all the time loop movies. You'll be fine.
Oh, man. That's good. Speaking of other animes, congratulations to Metabots.
Oh,
They've reached 20 years of being Metabots.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you guys remember that after school?
It's a Saturday morning for me.
Metabots. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong one.
Digimon. Metabots did have a great opening song, though.
How does
If
it
you
go?
remember.
How did it go?
I'm not
Because
gonna sing it.
all I could remember was Metabots.
Shall I play a clip?
All I know
You're
is
gonna
it
play-
goes Metabots, Roboto. Metabots. Here we go.
They had the coin or something like that.
Well, I mean, I
you
can
have
play
to
right
have
here.
the coin.
Here we go. This
You have
is
the
Here's a
coin.
little snippet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
pretty good.
This is very good.
It's pretty good Metabots, yeah.
It's almost as good as Mummies Alive.
Or biker mice from Mars.
Or Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh, they're fighting crime.
Or what about Ronin Warriors?
Ronin Warriors. Do you remember, have you seen that one?
I have not.
Yeah, you have to see it.
You haven't because it was an early 90s
basically
anime
yeah.
that was made for the U.S.
That's basically an
Nice.
archetype, the archetype for everything that we know today.
Yeah.
About
got, like,
anime.
Ronin Warriors?
Yeah, Ronin
yeah,
Warriors.
You got 4 warriors. And
Is
then
it
there's
5?
there was a bad guy, remember?
Yeah.
It was like Power Rangers.
Yeah, yeah.
There was 4 warriors. And then one of them was fifth one was bad, and then he was good all of a sudden.
The
It's
red
just
one,
like,
the red one would turn into the White Warrior, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
it
or
was
it would
like-
be like in
It was like Power Rangers all
in
over again.
Beasties, also known as Beast Wars.
Beast Wars, yeah,
you know
Beasties.
when
Boom, boom,
what's his
boom,
name?
boom.
Dinobot. When Dinobot is just
Yeah.
like
that's Starscream,
Yeah.
right? Dinobot.
yeah, Dinobot was a non-Autobot. What were
Yeah.
they called back
They
then?
were. they're
What were they called in
Decepticons.
Beast Wars?
No,
were-
they were Maximals.
They were Transformers, though.
They were Transformers,
Yeah.
but they were called the Maximals, and the other ones were Predabots.
Predabots.
Not to be
Predabots?
confused with the Pedabots.
Pedabots?
Or the Metabots.
Or
Or
the
the
Metabots.
But yeah, no, those, like, it was with Optimus Prime and...
Yeah, Optimus Primal.
Yeah, there was
Optimus
Rat,
Primal.
there was Rat
still.
Trap.
Rat Trap, yeah.
What
Okay,
else?
okay.
Cheetor?
Cheetor.
Is it Cheetor?
Cheetor was Bumblebee. The Bumblebee character. And then there was Rhinox.
You'd think he'd be a Bumblebee.
Rhinox. That's right.
Rhinox.
All right, here, I'm on the Beast Wars wiki. I want to get all
Beast Wars.
the characters right.
Went from anime to to Beast Wars.
Yeah, Cheetor, Rat Trap, Tigatron,
Tigertron, yes, he's the white tiger.
Irazor, Silverbolt.
Silverbolt, he was the one with the wings and the
All right, Predacons is Megatron, Scorponok,
Scorponok.
Tarantulas,
Terrorized.
Waspinator. That's right.
No, Waspinator was Starscream. Never mind.
They're both
You
voiced by
sure
the same person.
Wasp.
Yeah. Waspinator.
Yeah.
And that's definitely... That's not
Terrorize.
Bumblebee, right?
Not Bumblebee. He was the Waspinator.
He's a wasp, not a bee.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, wasps only do one thing: to terrorize the crap out of people. They don't make
They're useless.
honey. They're just there to
N-
make things hurt.
Yes. Hornets hunt wasps, so hornets are good.
Hornets have honey, right?
Hornets? No.
No, they're just as bad as wasps.
They hunt the wasps, I'm pretty sure. No, there was... Yeah, I don't know. Bugs are gross.
Well, I think Transformers was another one. When we watched the first Transformers, people were whooping. Whoa! Yeah,
Maybe. That was like
that's
10
another-
years ago.
That's a long
More
time.
than
That was-
Is it more than that?
I think it was
More than
2007, I believe.
I think it's
Okay, then 10.
2005.
No way.
Yeah.
We
For sure
watched
it's
it. We watched it
2007.
here in Calgary, if I remember.
Yeah. 2005.
Both years we were in Calgary.
It was definitely 2007.
Transformers 2007.
Told you.
Is it because Shia LaBeouf?
Shia
Because
LaBeouf.
2005
Shia
he was
LaBeouf.
still being he was still even Stevens.
Shia the Beef, yo. It's about Shia the Beef. But yeah, transition to something not so real. Technically, we've been talking about anime this whole time. We'll still stick on that vein.
Real people made it.
Real people made it. It's called AI, the AI channel
On YouTube.
on YouTube. So if you guys,
Starring virtual YouTuber Kizuna Ai,
yeah, she's awesome.
who's a Japanese...
Is she related to Hatsune Miku?
She is not. She's
She's
a
no
3D model, anime model. And yeah, she YouTubes. She does vlogs and stuff.
Yeah, she does vlogs
in her own virtual
World.
realm. Like it's a virtual, like you know in Street Fighter they have that practice mode. Yeah, it's like that white
background.
gridded box, like a hyperbolic time chamber. Really,
So does someone voice that character, or is it like Hatsune Miku?
it does have
A voice
a
actress.
Voice actress. mode.
Okay, so it's not full.
It isn't an actual AI.
Because Hatsune Miku is
Is
not
full.
voiced by anybody.
No,
Well,
she's a Vocaloid.
It's based on someone's voice, but
Yeah, but
correct, they do create the words for her to say.
yeah, it's like,
Like-
procedural generation.
Yeah.
but with your voice.
Yeah.
So they get a sample of it, and then they just make it talk that way.
And that's Hatsune Miku.
possible because some videos, like she does play video games too, and she has her face cam. So
Yeah,
That's so
that's right.
meta, Darian. I can
It's
feel
beyond-
I can
it's
feel
beyond
the meta
crazy.
leaking.
It's beyond crazy.
it's very
So she's a YouTube gamer as well. So
Yeah.
basically, a virtual person is up against
Wait,
the rest of YouTube.
Does she then play her own virtual video games, or is it like other actual?
Well,
video
here's
games?
one that
She
was
plays
uploaded
League.
2 years. I think they did like something where she is uploaded into some kind of thing. So this is
What is
yeah,
it?
no,
What's
it's
she?
like her 3D model is put into some game. I'm guessing through mods, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Possibly.
And
You're in
she-
Skyrim
it-
then. Oh, in
As
Skyrim.
in Minecraft, is that what
Yeah.
she's doing?
It's stuff like this where she's playing. It's literally
YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
that's been done before.
yeah.
Have you
it's
seen
a-
that-
It is the face.
It's the
rig.
same
It's not-
style.
It's same style, right? But it's not using the face rig system.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what
with
you're
the
talking
Shiba Inu that plays video games.
Yeah, that's great.
Have you seen that?
No.
The Shiba Inu,
It's
but
a
it's
dog.
voiced by a dude.
A dog
So
is.
he's got one of those new webcams.
Oh, I think I've
where
seen that. I've
it'll,
seen that.
Remember
Yeah.
when we first bought your first Logitech camera? You had the option to put like you can be a, I don't know, octopus or something like that. Follow your face around.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one, it's a little more high tech.
Oh, that's awesome. So Shiba Inu.
Yeah, there's one.
Play-
They just over their face.
This
That's amazing. And how many?
currently she has 317,817.
How old is the channel?
The channel is, I want to say 6.
And this one. That's within 4 months.
Yeah, this guy.
Is playing CS:GO, but
Plays
it's
CS:GO.
a Shiba Inu.
Yeah. Well,
And
That's so
this
funny.
This is an edited video. But
No, this is live streamed. This is all on
Yeah,
Twitch.
this is
but
all
of
live
course,
streamed.
someone is like manning the live stream,
Yeah.
deciding when to switch things and make things.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, the future is now, man. YouTube is going crazy. Okay, I can't believe all the things that have happened though about all the broadcasters and not broadcasters, but the brands who have boycotted Google. And apparently they're back. Probably took a break, a week break, and now they're back. And went, oh, what happens if we stop advertising on YouTube and then sales dip? Because it's such a massive thing to be advertising on the world's largest platform for video sharing, and all of a sudden you just stop. Your brand awareness just stops after that. Losing a lot of income because of that, apparently, and their videos are being flagged for not being family friendly when they're not. Everyone's wondering what the hell's going on.
Isn't there something where it's like, if you had like a LGBTQ
Plus,
PIA plus, if you had any of those in your message or in the video,
just all screwed up right now, so they're trying to fix it as best as they can. And there's also other things too, like for example, if you don't have 10,000 plus views in your videos, on all of the videos that you've had so far, will be able to be placed onto your videos. So they're removing that
until you hit
you hit the $10,000 10,000 view threshold total.
And then beyond that, it's fine.
And beyond that though, what happens is they're gonna have people when they reach the 10,000 views. There's gonna be people who are gonna review your channel. So it's monetized, and you can have advertisers advertise on your videos. So my advertisers still like me. I'm still making my $1.30 a month. So, and I have all my
reset up my what's it called? My account.
Oh yeah, you when you left your MCN finally. That's good. You should reset it up soon so you can.
I'll
get
get
onto
back
that
on it later. Because then that means I only get paid once every 10 months.
So it's every 1,000 views you get a certain amount of RPM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get paid out onto that.
But that's going away.
What do you mean?
No, I mean with the 10,000 because
no. You once you hit lifetime, already getting. Is that as soon as your channel breaks at the 10,000 view threshold, you're then eligible for it, and then that's for the new people. Okay. So you and I have broken 10.
Am I in?
You're at like 100,000 plus, aren't you?
Oh,
I'll say
because one of your videos, there's like 45,000 people have seen it.
I'd agree.
I think you're at like 100 plus. Right now, I'm at 66,000. Every month I have about 67,000 to 7,000 minutes watched on my videos, which is pretty cool.
174,000.
There you go.
And my Castle Crashers is actually the most popular on there.
My views per month is 1,900 views per month. So I will break 2,000 views here. Trying to get YouTube famous and stuff like that. Some of the community building I had to do.
I have 1,900 watch time.
1,900?
1,900 minutes and then 700
views. In the month?
In the last 28 days because I haven't done anything.
I know that Reddit, I've been using Reddit for YYCTube Calgary, and YYCTube or for Calgary, you get to post up your things, and there's folks there that they watch it and they hang out and comment and all that stuff. Is pretty fun. And then I said to myself, you know what? Why don't I put some of my Calgary-based vlogs onto Reddit Calgary, our Calgary, and
but not our Calgary,
not our Calgary, our Calgary is in the subreddit. There's 2 videos. People really literally 200 to 300 views altogether for the 2 videos were added onto my channel. And then I finally add my third one for Slide the City. You know, the one year with the big slide down on 10th Avenue there.
10th Street.
10th Street. He ends up, there's a or THX, whatever you want to call it. And I was just like, oh, so that's what Darian meant when he said Calgary. Our Calgary is toxic.
It's not even just our Calgary. It's just Reddit.
Reddit itself. Okay, so explain to me. So Reddit is the front page of the internet, quote unquote, in the air. Why did you warn me when I said our Calgary?
Because we didn't want your feelings post stuff like that.
Why not? People want to see
Because
their city.
Because there's some double standard with
absolutely.
Reddit,
Yeah.
where it's like, if you're famous enough, you're more than welcome to put stuff on there.
Yeah.
But if you're someone that just wants to like show off stuff, they'll beat you down.
And I will have him come to my page and dislike it and write a comment and give me another 10 minutes of watch time. I have no problem with that.
They don't watch.
It doesn't matter. It's playing while they go in there while they're hitting
No.
type. Yeah.
No.
Time and increased. There's if you get someone to actually go from Reddit to YouTube, and then they go and just search something else while they're on YouTube, that counts more to your video being pushed up in the YouTube ranks, not the Reddit ranks. It doesn't matter about that for me. But if they go from your video to another video after that, how search results and stuff like that.
I know.
So I'm hoping that I can continue having this guy come back to my page and dislike and comment on my videos.
Sure.
So,
if you wanna put that in your life, sure, go for it.
yeah. Well, it's not about. I'm going to be deleting some of. If it's going to get really worse than the word shitty, then it's going to be deleted from mine. But my
you know, the
comments,
internet
right?
is like, that's just like this.
In on our Calgary has increased three or
That's
fold
not
my
not-
views, right? For my
that's
view
not,
counts on.
It just doesn't sound right to me.
Well, it's one person out of 3 people who liked my video. People 300 people literally telling me to do that, then maybe I should stop, right? But it's one person, I don't give a shit. So we will see. So
Say so. If I were to put my gaming stuff on our gaming, it would be
Oh,
obliterated.
yeah, absolutely.
really?
Absolutely.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
Go
is
ahead.
that?
Go ahead. Put your Final Fantasy.
Should I put
Playthrough.
Should I put my part 1 on there?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me get
Be
that.
like, I started playing Final Fantasy 7 for the first time in 20 years. You should watch my playthrough. Yeah, you're gonna get like destroyed.
Perfect. I'm gonna do it.
Heaven.
To karma heaven, baby.
To karma heaven. So it like how about fitness and all that stuff too? I just started running. Oh, you fat! Stop running.
Well,
Don't-
if you post it in the right places, if
that's
you
what I'm
post
trying to
it-
wonder though, right? Like, is really supportive there. I've not seen any negative feedback or insult to anybody who's
Yeah, I'm part of
who's trying
the watches subreddit.
Oh yeah, did they
And,
like? Oh, you.
there are people that
you
just
watch noob. Really?
No, there are people that are like,
Stop posting.
Stop
posting
posting
Seiko.
Seikos.
Posting stuff.
Okay,
about
go for it.
about
Enjoy.
and have people like. It's just like
No.
really. That's
I don't need that in my life.
So you and you're part of.
I just look at
our
pictures.
Seiko. Oh, you're not.
I just look at pictures. That's all I do on Reddit.
I want to find this our Seiko our watches one, and do they actually have that negativity on it?
Yeah, they even have a.
Oh man.
The the sarcastic side
Oh,
of our watches.
I forgot to mention the guy who actually wrote the stop posting your videos on our Calgary. The chicken isn't sourced from Kentucky, right? Like Swiss Chalet, the chicken isn't sourced from Switzerland, and I'm like, wow, you're going out of the way to tell me where chicken comes from. It's just like it's so amazing.
I don't think it's amazing.
I think it's great.
No.
People should have the right to say those.
People whatever they want.
Well, it's that Twitch Calgary, the Twitch Calgary one that I posted up, right? I put it onto our Calgary, and another person literally tore somebody who was making fun of all the Twitchers. That guy, a new one, and I was just like, that guy. That's the other side of Reddit. That's a good person right there, who's actually. Because living in their parents' basements, blah blah blah, doing their podcasts in their parents' basements. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. I think this Reddit thing is very interesting. I've never experienced such hate in one post ever. What's the worst post that you've ever gotten out of any of your YouTube videos, your streams, or? Because I'm sure that you should have gotten.
No, because I don't fish for it.
I wasn't fishing for that. I'm talking about
when you put stuff on YouTube or when you put stuff on Reddit.
No, I didn't say no. I'm talking about before this Reddit. I'm talking about any of your YouTube videos.
There's none.
There's none. Everybody said every single post.
No, it's no comment or it's one of my friends. That's how it is. Yeah.
Have for. You should consider not singing. And there's also
well, someone tried to make it like a bad comment.
A question on what was the worst comment you ever got, and one of the guys had this guy should lose some weight because he's stupid. Something stupid like that. I'm like, holy crap, what made him post that? It just doesn't make any sense. It's just like, well, to the people, to the users, it's anonymous, right?
Sure.
How about Twitter? Have you ever gotten any Twitter hate at all?
Nope.
Because I see Mr. Izzy Nobre gets a lot of Twitter hate.
Yeah, he does.
Because
but he's also one, like, when you use outspoken.
He's very outspoken. I love it. It's so funny. I didn't like it in the beginning, but I
muted him because I didn't want him to find out I unfollowed him.
Now he listens to this podcast,
Great.
Right?
Hi, Izzy.
Hey, Izzy.
No, I don't even check my Twitter like more than once a week, basically.
I'm learning that Twitter thing. Like
I'm too busy right now.
That how do you call this? That New Year's resolution of mine to have a YouTube subscribers, and then I lost 3 of them. Damn you, bots!
Yep,
getting banned or being inactive and stuff.
I'm at 378 for some reason. I haven't done anything in the last month.
And how much did you add in the last month? How many more people?
Like 14.
Holy crap!
I haven't done anything.
That's ridiculous.
You still have a lot of content.
You do have a lot of content.
Yeah, I have like 600 videos.
Yeah.
So chances are you've solidified yourself. I can't wait to hit 300 videos soon. I can't
Just
wait.
keep uploading. That's all you got to do.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. What's that? Foosball table.
Guys, are you all right?
No.
It's been a long day of napping. Oh, did you guys see my new hornet's nests for my lighting inside the other room in my house?
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Better than having this massive shadow on your face on it. So I can't wait to add more stuff on it. But yeah, I think that's all I got, boys, unless you've have something else to add to our docket.
Nope. I'm moving in 21 days.
21. Yeah. You should start throwing stuff out right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I got rid of 3 pairs of shoes already.
That's shoes. I'm talking about furniture. You don't want.
I gotta start somewhere. I'm starting with shoes. Starting from the bottom up.
No, hold on.
Rocks get in.
Yeah.
Like these are dress shoes.
Yeah.
Like the outside heel is like worn because I drag my feet.
Oh,
And then like the inside is my feet sweat is acidic, so like the ball and the heel on the inside are just like worn in. I also 10,000 steps on Instagram.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
So has anyone said like stop posting those watches?
No, because it's on my thing.
It's pretty cool though. That's I actually did a small little segment on not segment but a little video of my watch yesterday. So I'm gonna put it in my little. Your watches.
My watch.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it so people can go and look at watches. Is that Dad's old?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already working now.
Well, there's a tiny speck.
Yeah.
On the inside of the glass crystal.
Yeah.
So I gotta get them to fix that. It's annoying. Oh my.
Sweet. All right. Well, this is the last format type of episode that we have here. I'm hoping to work out a new format to the Ymbangium podcast.
Times New Roman?
Impact.
Oh, good. Trebuchet.
Trebuchet? No. Ariel. Good.
Car, C, copyright sign.
But yeah, we'll have a brand new podcast 2 weeks from now. We podcast every 2 weeks, every fortnight. So hang out with us again. You can find us on, obviously, iTunes and Google Play Music. Find us on Facebook at Ymbangium. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at Ymbangium. And also, I want to Designs.com. Did I spell that right?
I don't know.
Nataline, right?
Okay.
Designs with an S.com. And yeah, drop by. If you want to have a brand new logo, a brand new presence on the internet, she can for buying us food and stuff throughout all our lives. Even until now, because I'm going to barbecue on the charcoal or the char griller today. It's going to be awesome. yeah, if you guys have any concerns, give us a shout at ymbangium@gmail.com. And hopefully you guys have
Don't have
great
concerns?
If you have a concern. You don't.
If you
then
want
come
to
out.
ask us a question, I can understand
You
that.
can ask
but
us a question. If
Why would you have a concern with us?
They would. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt that we'll answer them,
Sure.
right? Respond to them. Hopefully you guys have a great next